Hi, Praveen. How are you doing today?
Hi, Tyler. Good to see you. All good. Everything is fine so far. Thank you.
Good stuff. We're getting very close to the season now. We finally have some fixtures, which is great. I think the 12th is the first game. So we're essentially about 2 weeks away at this point. How are you guys shaping up? How was the off season?
Yeah, off season was, as we all know, that the pandemic hit us so badly. We're all recovering from it, and the lads are really, really excited to go ahead. But we're still a bit troubled with the practice sessions and kind of things like still all wants to get on the field and to start doing their workouts. Meantime, everybody has been encouraged to do their stuff at home and try to be health and fit and stay safe, with all these COVID issues happening. So everybody's looking forward to the season.
Nice. So tell me, in the off season, obviously, as you mentioned, with COVID restrictions, we couldn't really, get together and train. But did you guys run any, I don't know, individual fitness sessions, or was it just on the guys to on themselves to keep going?
Yeah, so what we did is on behalf of the Limerick Blasters Club, we have organized a virtual walking and running kind of participation kind of a thing that we encourage every one of our players to be joining in it, and we just fixed up some kind of as a token of appreciation. We just gave them with the reward as a kind of uh, club jersey. We gave it to them who has won the prize. Like, so, it was really interesting. It is not about winning anything, just to have your guys fit and ready for the upcoming season. Like, it's quite
Awesome.
hard. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. And then now that we're back, I know the weather's not necessarily been great, but how many times a week do you guys train or aim to train?
Yeah, so we at the moment we have another exciting prospect coming up from Limerick Blaster side. Like, we're developing our own ground. That's a good and dream come true for us. Like, it's still in the process. Like, but we've been in the last few years, 4 or 5 years, Limerick Blasters has been with MCU, with all your support from the MCU crowd. We've been playing our home matches in different places, and so we thought we should have something going on to keep us to be in the system as we do need to have
Mm.
our own ground as well. So we look forward to that, and we have find out a solution, and we are developing a new ground at the moment. So, and it is not yet ready, but we're hoping that it will be ready for surely for next season. But by the end of the season, we're hoping to have everything ready to go. So that is always restricting us doing some practice session, because we don't have something that is our own,
Hmm.
but we are sneaking into places where we can to
Hmm.
do stuff. Like, so in UHL, in the University of Limerick, we do have a ground in there, but we can go sometimes. The pitch might be free. We use that one. So last 2 weeks we've been practicing, just going in there, only 2 or 3 members, like, because of the restrictions, as you all know, that
Of course.
nothing can be not in much crowd, like. But
Okay.
we had a few sessions, that's all, and we're hoping that we do have an indoors facility here as well that we used a lot last year. We're hoping that once the indoor will be back open, we'll have more session going.
Okay, awesome. So I suppose on the ground, the first thing is, where are you guys going to play your cricket this year?
So this year, with thanks to Galway Cricket Club, they have agreed to let
Oh,
us to
nice.
use their ground as our home ground for this season. So that will be our home ground. So, and from whenever we can, after all the restrictions has been taken off, we're going to go there and do some practice sessions over there as well. Even though it is a bit too far from here, but we're trying to, just to avoid that we're all
Nice.
new and getting there
Yeah, of
as
course.
new
And
teammates.
then on the new ground, tell me where exactly will it be situated? Are you guys going to have a mat?
Most
Are you
of
guys going to be playing on pitch, or what's the story?
Yeah, so most of our lads are based in Duradoyle and Limerick City, in and around this hospital area.
Uh-huh.
So our ground will be from here, from Doyle. It will be only 15 minutes drive from Limerick. It's in and around 15 to 20 minutes drive from here. It's a place called Ballinity.
Hmm.
So in there, it was a farmland. Took us a lot of effort to make it to become what we thought. Like it is just shaping up nicely. At this time, we have our seeding has been done and the grass is growing nicely. So we might need more work to be done as well. As you know that it needs a lot of effort to be put in place to have everything ready. But we are not hoping that our wicket will be ready this year. But if everything is okay, maybe the by the end of the season, if the guy who does it, they comes up with a plan. We are hoping that we'll be able to have a wicket ready as well.
Okay, that sounds very exciting. Um, Tell me just around your team as well. Have you guys had any new players? Anybody leave? How are you guys shaping up in there?
No, no one actually leave. There is one of our main bowlers were last year. He was moved to Dublin, but he has still promised us to be coming back to us to play one or two or three games. And he was very open when we asked him about the project towards the ground project. He is happy to contribute from what he can. And who are the guys left last few years into different places? They are all being in touch with us and they are been helping us. And we got nearly, I think, 35 players registered with MCO this season. We are playing in Division 1 and 2, hoping that we'll have another. There is a lots of new lads came in as well, so we need to see how they can get on. So we were hoping this year it was going to be a bit difficult. Otherwise, we would have put in a request for a Division 3 team as well this year.
Okay.
But hoping that next year we will have another division will be playing as well, because we haven't reached out to many this year as we didn't know how much game we will have. That kind of way. It seems like we have enough matches for the this season as well. 12 match for one division. That is great.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, it's good.
So you said 35 players. That's split up into two teams, you said, right?
Yeah,
Awesome. And then Division 1 and 2.
two. Yeah.
Excellent. That's quite a lot of players actually. Tell me actually this jersey, where did you get it? Because it's very nice. It's very vibrant.
Yeah. So Limerick Blasters last two, we do have this one for the last 2 years now. So I myself, a friend of mine who is doing the stuff back in India, did it for us. It is actually in really good quality. We got it for a really good price as well. The transportation was we most of our lads were going in there for holidays. That took the money off the transportation price.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. All right.
So that was exciting. Everybody was looking for a proper jersey for the last since we started. Like we had a few, but didn't really work out.
Hmm.
And yeah, it looks and some jerseys were going off when we
Yes, yes.
after two washes it
Yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
falling off. Like, this one's good. Yeah, and everybody liked it. Yeah, good.
Yeah.
We did
And
it in
then
India actually. Yeah.
oh, okay, okay, okay. And then tell me just around the youth side of things. Do you guys have a youth structure yet, or is this
Yeah.
something you're
So
working towards?
it is actually a work in progress. I was Arslan has been in touch with us as
Mhm.
from the MCU side. He has been in touch with us with all the what's our plans, and kind of we discussed this last few weeks time. We were having a webinar with him as well. So at the moment we don't have anybody at the youth side, just because we we're hoping that once we have our ground ready, we'll be able to give them more facilities. We'll be able to give them training and kind of things.
Mhm.
Like now we weren't sure where we'll be playing this year, so we couldn't ask the more parents to get their
Of course.
children to bring them in and train them in. But definitely for next year we'll have a lot of them coming in. Yeah.
That's excellent. Sounds like Limerick Blasters is a club that's place to be right now with everything happening with the ground and the youth structure, as you mentioned. And it's good to see that another club is going to have their own ground, and it's important, obviously, for Munster cricket, if they want to grow, that we have, different grounds in different parts of in the province. Praveen, thank you so much for your time. I've actually learned quite a lot about Limerick Brasters now, if I'm honest. Like I said, yeah, look, it's very good that you guys are going to you're working towards a ground, and it's something that's been in the works for a few years, and we're finally getting there. Hopefully now next season, and then you get a section going next season as well. It's good for the future of the club, and then the future of the province as well as a whole.
No, I was saying this is a new experience for me or everybody. When I was telling the lads, this is looks more professional. We are looking for we're going with the trend, and that looks good. It's actually, it's very
Yeah.
motivating and sport for everybody. Like so, we're looking forward to a great season. And as you said, the last few years, MCU has been in tremendous support for us. So I'd like to thank everybody in the community, or Joe especially, for all their supports, and we're looking forward to get going. Can't wait.
Awesome. Well, I wish you and your club all the very best for the season, and I will talk to you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much, Dada.
Thank you. Thank
It's
you.
been, thank you very much. Appreciate it. See you.